Hello everyone, my name is Meredith Ezzelle and I'm a senior at Meredith College and I am representing the video presentation for COM 410's Guided Senior Group Project. Our title is a Relational Red Flags and Green Flags and the behaviors behind them, and the authors that contributed to this project are Ashleigh Millinder, Caroline Garland, Morgan Maddocks, Sarah Moore, Chapel Bartee, Kristina Cardenas, Hannah Britain-Dubois, Meredith Ezzelle, and we also like to give a special thank you to our faculty advisor, Dr. Carla Ross, who guided us along this project. So starting off, I just want to say the reason why we chose this topic is because of the increase of awareness of red and green flags in relationships in the media. And we hope you enjoy our presentation as much as we did making this. Okay, so starting off, this is our poster overall look. So this will be the same poster that we will be presenting at Meredith College's Celebrating Student Achievement Day on April 13th, 2023. We will be presenting this in the Freeman Room located in the Carlisle Campbell Library from 3 p.m. to 3:45 p.m. Okay, so we divided our poster into 4 different categories, as you can see here. The first category is abstract, which is our overall summary of our project. And then there is a research project, the research question, which is what our main purpose of this research project is. And then we have our results and findings, which we identified the 8 most commonly behaviors and we grouped them into 4 different continuums. And our conclusion, which is what we have learned in our project. Okay, so this is the abstract. Like I said before, this is our overall summary of our topic, and we decided that identifying the positive and unhealthy behaviors is crucial to maintain a healthy relationship. And our question is identifying the most commonly communicative behavioral indicators of both healthy and unhealthy relationships. Our team gathered, organized, and interpreted scholarly information and created a list of healthy and unhealthy behaviors, also known as the red and green flags that you can see right here on this slide. We decided to use elements such as intelligence, equality, control, and insensitivity to identify behaviors in relationships so that you can become more aware of these behaviors. Okay, so this is our research question, which is, what are the most commonly identified communicative behavioral indicators of healthy or unhealthy relationships? Like I said, this is our main purpose of this research project. So our results and findings, we decided to pick out and label 8 of the most commonly identified behaviors and organize them into 4 continuums with terms that we believe best represent these behaviors, such as the opposite of each term. Okay, so our first continuum is assertive versus aggressive, and the 4 terms that are labeled under the assertive is communication, sensitivity, deliberate, and responsible. And the definition of assertive that we came up with is, assertive is defined as having a character that is both forthright and empathetic. Regarding healthy assertiveness in relationships, being assertive is equivalent to possessing confidence, transparency, sensitivity, and purpose within the relationship. Our next term is aggressive, which are the 4 terms that are subcategories under this are control, intensity, hostility, and manipulation. And we define aggression as speaking in a loud and demanding voice, maintaining intense eye contact, and dominating or controlling others by blaming, intimidating, criticizing, threatening, or attacking them during an interaction. Aggression makes the other person feel less than and can make them hesitate to speak up. So in other words, when there is a miscommunication in a relationship, being assertive helps resolve this issue without any conflict. Meanwhile, aggression is a negative approach to this conflict. Okay, so continuing on, our second continuum are the terms equality versus control. So starting off with equality, the 4 terms that we came up with under equality are investing time and effort, fighting fair, shared responsibility, and equal self-disclosure. And our definition of equality is defined as having a shared space, responsibility, and equality between individuals, creating a sense of behavior that can balance the effort that is put into the relationship in which it does not signify control. With equality, there is a balance between both individuals with actions and communication. For control, the 4 terms labeled under this category are manipulation, fear, superiority, and intimidation. And our definition is, in a relationship with a controlling person, you are more likely to experience isolation and the fear of speaking up. The controlling person manipulates the victim into thinking they are superior by threatening that there is no one else for them. There is not any equality or balance in the relationship. So in simpler words, equality allows the 2 people in the relationship to be open about their communication and allows balance, while a controlling person will intimidate the victim that they are always right, which results in creating no balance. Okay, so for a third continuum are respect versus disrespect. The 4 terms that we came up with under respect are integrity, mutual understanding, commonality, and conflict resolution. And our definition is, it is essential to understand and respect each other's autonomy and individuality to maintain a healthy relationship. Good character is also essential and provides humor, optimism, integrity, and other positive characteristics. In conflict resolution, lack of respect leads to personal attacks and other unproductive methods of conflict resolution. While disrespect, our 4 terms labeled under this category are passiveness, resentment, shame, and dismissive. And our definition is, disrespect is a deliberate act of being rude to someone or a lack of respectful regard. It can also be described as mistreatment or dehumanized care, as it demonstrates a power imbalance where one person may feel unacknowledged or undervalued by another. So in other words, when 2 people are respectful to each other, this allows them to place boundaries, while a disrespectful relationship increases conflict and overstepping these boundaries. So for our 4th and final continuum are high emotional intelligence versus low emotional intelligence. And the 4 terms labeled under high emotional intelligence are self-reflection, intentionality, self-control, and empathy. And our definition is, high emotional intelligence means that someone possesses the ability to not only understand their emotions and reactions, but also those of their partner. It is one of the main factors associated with healthy and satisfying relationships. Emotional regulation is one of the main behaviors involved in emotional intelligence. While low emotional intelligence, the 4 terms that we have come up with are selfishness, impulsiveness, demanding, and resisting to change. Our definition is, low emotional intelligence means that a person has difficulty recognizing their own and others' emotions. With low emotional intelligence, a person might have poor control over their own emotions and are oblivious to others. So, in other words, a relationship when both people have high emotional intelligence will help them understand their boundaries and emotions. When one has low emotional intelligence in a relationship, conflict can arise because it will be difficult for the victim's emotions to be understood. So this is our conclusion, which is, even though there are more behaviors than the ones we have listed, we chose these because they are the most common that we have found in our research. We would like to educate those on the warning sign of potentially unhealthy relationships and the hallmarks of the healthy ones. And as you can see here, this is pictures of everyone in our group. Starting off from the top to bottom is Caroline Garland, Morgan Maddocks, Meredith Ezzelle, Ashleigh Millinder, Sarah Moore, Kristina Cardenas, Chapel Bartee, Hannah Britain-Dubois, and on the bottom here is our faculty advisor, Dr. Carla Ross. We also have our works cited here and references. And this is the end to our presentation, and we thank you for listening and hope you enjoyed.